Hello, welcome to another episode of TMI Tuesdays. I am your host, Tonk7. We will be right back. Hello. Welcome to another episode of TMI Tuesdays. I am your host, Tonk7. Thank you for being with us here today, tonight, wherever you are in the country. I see everybody in the comments. I'm loving it. Thank you, everyone here. Liz, Raphael, Chef, to a hotline. What's Michael K going by tonight? JA17 to a side. Man, he's at it tonight. He's looking good too, with all the comments and the tweets and the ats and the symbols. Well, we here. Thank you for joining us tonight. We got some good topics that we're going to. I'm happy to discuss with, and it enticed some other members to join us here tonight. One of the topics, so I'm really excited about it. Some of the topics were even already mentioned, and it's so great. That's what I really like. I'm not going to say which one. But one of the topics that will be talked about tonight was already, like, they called it out, but it is what it is because people know I like to have the best conversations. So that's all what that means, is that they're calling it out that I'm going to have the best conversations, and I saw that, and I mean that's just how I see it. You know what I mean? Like I don't even need glasses to see that. So I think so far we had in the back. I don't know exactly who produced the episode tonight, because first Shake Money was like, I'll get on it. And then I didn't see the link. And then Ali sends the link. And then I'm in here and Ali's in here. And then Shake's in here. And then Lewis is in here. And then Color's in here. And then I saw some t-shirt. Wait till y'all see the t-shirt going on here tonight. Okay, we got brand new stuff going on. Everyone's all excited. Okay. I just need everyone to calm down. It's like that episode of The Office when they're all running around and he says, calm down, and he screams. It's kind of like that in the background right now. Because just the titles mentioned, I got everybody in a rut, in a stir. I got the DMs in a stir, and I got the comments in a stir. And that's what I do on Twisted Tuesday. TMI Twisted Tuesday. All right, who we got with me tonight? Ali. Oh.
Good evening, gentlemen.
What's up?
Or good afternoon for you still.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm running the control, so whenever you want the topics to come up, let me know.
Thank you. Shaketh thy currency.
Yes.
If y'all didn't know, that's his nickname. At least for me, anyways. What's that?
Oh yeah, man.
What is that?
It's my shirt, baby. It's my Lando takes.
We got the billboard. We got the billboard edition. Lando takes.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I will be sporting this thing Saturday 420, baby. When we talk Bob Marley.
This dude. This is German bread we're talking about here. We're talking classic. Talking here. All right,
I'm sorry, caller. I'm sorry I came up with that idea and posted the picture. I just thought it was funny.
It's okay.
And now there's a t-shirt. I'm sorry, man. I love you.
It's okay. As long as y'all are willing to back me up when the Canadian government comes after my ass, all right?
I can try. I can try. I think out of all of us, I've been there the most, I would say. So I have the most experience.
Well, the people are all right. It's their government that they don't like people, speaking. We'll just we'll just leave it at that.
I don't think marijuana would be legal if they didn't like people talking.
What's going on, Shake Money? Michael K is a big fan of the Canadians.
What's up, Michael K?
He's a big fan of the Canadians. Michael K is.
Hey, so where's the merch link? Cruz is asking, where's the merch link?
It's in the description. It's in the description. Hey man, listen. I ordered this shirt. Friday. It got here today.
Follow, like, share, comment. Share, comment, follow, or
yeah, man. They're pretty good with the delivery time, man. Like I said, I ordered it Friday, and I got it today, which was Tuesday. So
thank you everyone in the comments for being here. I love y'all. All right, so what we got first? What's up? Because I know we got some excitement.
All right, here we go. First on the docket.
Ooh. This is like when you're on the Mario Kart and you get the star and it's crazy and exciting. This is just like I'm like yes. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. I'm always excited when we have to talk about Michigan in this type of light. So definitely.
So it says 3 years of probation for football recruiting violations. Case versus Jim Harbaugh pending.
Yeah. So let me explain to clarify for people that don't understand what this is. First of all, they, if you don't know, Michigan's athletic department, or pretty much almost every major sport that they have various different violations, and or are subject to investigation for various different reasons by the NCAA. So the NCAA has decided that they're going to basically investigate each accusation and violation separately. These are the level 2 violations that had occurred 4 years ago. That's how far they're behind on stuff, right? So this is from 4 years ago during the COVID year when the Big Ten had a dead period where you weren't supposed to have any communication with your players or recruits and stuff like that. And they got caught red-handed having too much conversations, too much in-person conversations, too much coaching activities on the field and whatnot. And this is basically in lieu of that. Now, here's the thing. The other pieces of the puzzle to this is Jim Harbaugh refused to talk to the NCAA and be questioned or address the concerns at all, right? And so Michigan had to negotiate a deal with the NCAA. What they've agreed to is a hefty fine that they're going to have to pay, 3 years of violations, and recruiting restrictions that they have not really specified what this is. Now, just to clarify, this is a separate issue to the sign stealing. All right.
Okay.
That is going to be separately investigated. And the trusted sources, I'll say, the ones that I know their information is to be fact when they say it, said that this is just the first shot. There will be several shots hit over the next year or so that you will see a lot more penalties to come. These are just the level 2 penalties that they were hitting amongst many different violations that they have. Now, one other thing I'll say that's really big about this, as part of this, and you look at their coaching staff situation and whatnot, and their whole program in all. A lot of 90, actually almost all of their coaches left, and they didn't go to college teams. If you notice, they went to NFL teams, and there's a purpose for that. Because as part of this, go ahead. I'm sorry. Say that again.
Go figure, because they can't.
Well, there's a bigger issue to this. Let's say I'm Ohio State and I hire one of their coaches, and then this big penalty comes and hits them, right? The penalty actually follows the coach and also affects the team he's now coaching for as well. So that is part of the issue on this, that why, their coaches are not signing anywhere with other college teams. They all jump ship to the NFL.
Well, yeah, because
so the Chargers can't get offer any scholarships.
That's what Pete Carroll did. I mean, it's what else are you gonna do? Like, what else?
Mm-hmm.
What else are you gonna do? You have to keep working. I kind of dealt a little bit of this in my career, actually. Some of the reason why I left Florida was because I would have had to deal with. I could have had to deal with. What is it called? I forgot what it is. I forgot what it's called. It's no compete clause. And this is one of the things I didn't like about Florida is that they have things like this. So it basically said that I could get sued if I went and did the same work I was doing for 2 years after I stopped working for the company I was working for. 2 years. What the hell am I supposed to do for 2 years? In my field, just do nothing for 2 years? So it's like, all right. I mean, there was a couple other reasons, but that was some of the reason. Even though I did have my own business and it was not conflicting to what I was doing. It was crazy how it was all working out. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to go so far away that you could not touch me. And I did it. But it's just funny how, but I wasn't doing anything illegal when I left. Like, I left so I didn't have to deal with anything. But it's, I've seen this so many times in college sports that things don't follow players or coaches into the NFL. Like when they said Reggie Bush, they took away his Heisman. Okay. But like the violations in 2020, I mean, it's like, okay, I doubt that any other school was not still talking to their students and such. It's like, what are you talking about? And like, there was nothing else to do. So like, that is like, I don't know. I think that's just, maybe it was what they needed to have in order to make this other stuff happen. I don't know, but like, it's like,
well, I think there's a couple different things to look at this. First of all, it's neither here, there, or there or here, however it's said, that if anybody would have a competitive advantage by doing some of the violations that they had when it comes to recruiting. I can't really tell you that or not, right? But what I can tell you is that the NCAA, who's trying to find a purpose in this new era of college sports with NIL deals and all of that, they want to put their footing down that they're still the sheriff in town. They're the law, and you have to follow the rules, right? And I truly expect, and actually, let's just, before I even go there, look at the fact that Jim Harbaugh refused to cooperate with the NCAA. And because of that, right, not only did he refuse to cooperate, right, he tried to sue them because of the suspension that they were laying down, right? He ended up at the last minute, the day before the trial, or whatever you want to call it, the court hearing, whatever, he decides to say, okay, you know what, I'll take it because they have evidence. They provided the evidence to the Big Ten. The Big Ten provides even more suspension, right? And that's just the tipping point. That's not even the main meat and potatoes. That's just the surface of things that are going to happen to Michigan. So you have that going on, right? But at the same time, you have an NCAA, which a lot of people question, what's the purpose of the NCAA? Why are they even here anymore? Right? And I think that is kind of why you're starting to slowly, but surely you're going to see a lot more punishment for things that we don't think that should be punished, or if there was a reason, because I think they're going to use the Michigan example as an example. Just like I said, I think they're going to use them as hey, you guys want to be that way, this is what's going to happen. You know what I mean? I think that's what they're going to do.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't. That's like going to make the case to keep the NCAA around less. Like that's going to make the case for the SEC Big Ten committee to get even stronger. If they're going.
So then let me ask. Then that proposes a new question. What's the point of having all these rules in the first place?
Okay. I know, but it's like, why didn't they? When did they find out about these violations? How long ago?
Oh, I'd have to look. I know they happened in 2020, so I want to say it was like 2000. It was January of 2023 is when it came out that these violations were discovered.
Okay, it's okay. I don't know.
I think the real reason they punished them in the first place is because Harbaugh refused to talk to the NCAA. Why did you refuse to cooperate?
I think it's way more of a headline or a causation of anything right now is what was going on with that. Like that's I don't know. Like it's this like with the flying around and the spying and stuff. Is that what this suspension is over, this probation?
No, that's a separate issue. So this is specifically only the violations that occurred in 2020, which had to do primarily with recruiting and having contact with players when you were told by the Big Ten that you were not allowed to because it was a dead period because of COVID. So that's specifically what this is for. Now,
I mean, I don't know, man. It's like,
as I said, I truly think the NCAA is trying to use Michigan as an example, and they're going to use them as their whipping boy to get their agenda out that, hey, there's still the sheriff in town. That's basically how I see it.
Yeah, no, I just don't believe that's a good tactic.
I understand. I get where you're coming from. But at the same time, you have to hold the teams accountable somehow.
Yes. I just wish we would hold. I don't know. Oh, man, it's just like because you were having communication with the players, like there was nothing to do. We were bored out of our minds. Like we're trying to continue through the world's craziest thing. And like, you're mad because you're in communication. I'm like, get the hell out of here. We don't want, I don't want that anyways. That's not making the NCAA's case any better. I mean, this probation, I thought it had to do with the sign stealing. I mean,
no, it's not a separate issue. Mm-hmm.
I wish, like, when I hear this stuff, it's like, all right, what are they're gonna have to pay a fine. What do they donate that money to, like, charities and stuff? Since the NCAA is that's a no
That's actually a really good question.
Actually, yeah. They do donate it to charity. That's the name of the stripper's name. They do donate it, give it to.
Yeah, but what is it called? It's like the NFL, the NHL. Those are
the NFLPA.
No.
Like, does it go to something like that?
Isn't it? No. So they don't sell a product.
Yeah. Oh, they're nonprofits.
Nonprofits.
Yeah.
So when the NCAA fines a team,
That's a good question. Where does the fine money go?
I actually just looked it up if you want to know. If you go to ncaa.org, they specified the money is used to fund NCAA sports and provide scholarships for college athletes, $70 million at minimum.
Okay.
Other association-wide expenses included.
Goes right back into the rat's nest pile. No one knows where all the money goes. You can't can't track a dime of that shit.
I don't.
Every sports organization probably has something like this, bro, where you don't know where the money's going to be honest.
I mean, we know where it's going to. It's just going into that.
I just think flying people all over the country is a way bigger. I mean, hey, I don't know. It was just it's funny because that's what I thought this was about, and you totally told me it was because of something else, and I'm just like, oh. But hey, I mean, was Jim Harbaugh doing this at Stanford, or was it legal? No, it was definitely less illegal. No, it's definitely more illegal then because that was longer ago, right?
Yeah, that's
much more illegal.
Statute of limitations went up on the Stanford stuff, dog. You can't take him to court for that. You missed your window.
I'm just saying. I'm not out here trying to. I'm just saying though, like.
So what is it exactly? Because it's multiple things now, Ali. Correct.
So
let me
El Cap. First of all, welcome to the show. Let me recap what I had stated in the beginning. So essentially, there are several, as I mentioned before, if you didn't know, Michigan, their whole athletic department really has several among layers of different allegations, right? This is specific only to the 2020 allegations that had to do with recruiting violations and contact with players during the dead COVID period, which they were supposed to have no personal contact with.
Okay, hold up. Slow down. You're going too fast for me, Ali, because I know you got the info. I want to dissect things. So give me the first thing before the COVID thing one more time, just so I can break that down.
Okay, so I was just recapping entirety that Michigan's athletic department, I'll say, that includes all their sports organizations, specifically Michigan football, their hockey team and basketball team, have several pending investigations due to various different actions or violations. Okay,
so
I just wanted to clear. This is specific to Michigan football.
Okay.
Right. And it is specific to what transpired in 2020, which was several in-person coaches visits you weren't supposed to do that at all because you're just not supposed to have any contact with players in person. Right. And had several different layers of recruiting violations and coaches' activities that exceeded the amount that was allowed.
Okay, real quick, if I may.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like some bitch ass shit.
I know.
And not gonna lie, sounds like some bitch ass shit.
I understand. I understand that, but my point.
When I first brought it down for me, I'm like, oh.
I mean, it's just to my point, real quick. I just want to put a pin on it, right? Here's kind of the deal, right? And I'd be interested to see a little bit more layered ordeal of that because as we know, because we're talking about 2020, and we're talking about in-person visits. You know what we're talking about? 6 foot, got to be in a bubble. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was acting like a bunch of fucking idiots. And Michigan, in particularly, right, was extremely over the top on that one, right? Is it a Michigan State type violation, or is it an NCAA? Everyone got the minimal amount.
Here is what they concluded as well, and this is what I was trying to. I was just trying to give you layer by layer, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
So as part of that, the NCAA requested Harbaugh to basically come in, cooperate with us, tell us what happened and whatnot. He refused to. So they handed him a
He was trying to do the 6 foot. He can't come in, dog. I can't talk to you about that. I don't want to.
So they provided him a suspension, which he tried to fight, and then later said, "You know what? I'll take the suspension," right? Yeah. And then in addition to it, right, there's several other factors that are involved because it's not just their head coach. It also has to do with several of their coaching staff. And that being said, when they hand down these punishments, those punishments follow you to whatever team that you go and sign with, or let's say you went to go coach for Michigan and now you're a UF coach, right? It follows and it affects that team as well. So that's why it took a long time, because they had to negotiate a lot of this. And then in addition, I do understand the whole point that it's kind of a bitch ass move, but this is really just one investigation out of several many. This is not even the sign stealing stuff. So that stuff is coming later. You know what I'm saying? That I'm just breaking it down for you what has been told to us. I'm not trying to make sense on why they did it or didn't do it.
So in other words, Joe, when they called Jim Harbaugh to come over, they told him, "No, this is some bitch ass shit. I'm not coming over."
Yeah, that's what it kind of sounds like, right? He's like, "What you talking about from the vid year?" Like everybody was fuck out of here, dog. Like now, I get it.
When the whole
investigation.
World sucked, you're like pissed off.
Yeah. You're gonna hit me on semantics now. You know what I'm saying? And like, did he see it as, hey, Florida? I mean, listen, they're getting ready to tie a whole political thing. If he went and visited athletes in Florida while his home state is saying no, while Florida said, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, is he really violating this, that, or the other? Because it puts him at a disadvantage if the Florida teams get to take advantage of that, because there's probably unlimited in your state. Well, guess what? In Michigan, you couldn't do nothing. You couldn't get in your car without fucking getting billy clubbed by a plastic billy club. You know what I'm saying? Because they didn't want to get the vid all over it. You know what I'm saying? Like, they were fucking out of their mind, that lady that had going on. That bitch was crazy. But I'm just saying, right? Like, that's a rat's nest in itself, and it's real some sentiments minimally.
Personally, I think this is just the first punishment they're handing, just because Harbaugh refused to cooperate.
But like
that's what I think.
Here's what we've been hearing. Ooh, Michigan. Ooh, they got caught cheating. We're gonna get Harbaugh up out of here for a couple of games. All this stuff, and this is their leadoff hitter. This fucking weak ass bunt out. He didn't follow protocols. It's like, bitch.
We'll see what happens, bro. I'm not. All I'm saying is that the people I talk to and the sources that I trust who put out information that have been 100% factual, right, have stated that there is a bigger punishment coming, and it's going to be massive. So, and when that happens, then we can talk about it.
I can see Michigan taking it on the chin, right? It's gonna like set their program back, right? Like they're gonna get docked in some way, like they did to Miami years ago.
I think that's what they're gonna do. Something similar to what they did to Miami. And I told
death penalty.
But just listen, Harbaugh ain't gonna get nothing. Every coaching staff, every fucking person in the building that went, we're going to violate protocols and get more visits, and we're gonna steal signs. We're gonna take it. All of whatever it is they did.
What do you think? Why do you think Harbaugh got the hell out of there, bro? He sold everything he has, and now he's living out of his RV, bro.
Nah.
And that's not a joke. He's literally living out of an RV.
He and everybody else got out of there because mission accomplished, dog. Mission accomplished. That's what it takes. Mission accomplished.
I personally think
we did everything and won, and now mission accomplished.
He ran like a bitch instead of taking it like a man, bro. If you're gonna hold
like
that,
a bitch,
it's a bitch. Hold on, if you're gonna take that whole, this is just a bitch move argument, which I don't disagree with you. But in the same token, you can say that he ran like a bitch. Yeah, he got the job done by all this political bullshit and cheating and whatnot. But then you turn around and he ran away.
Hey, if that's the case, Pete Carroll ran like a bitch. Jimmy Johnson ran like a bitch.
Not only, I mean, fucking.
What did Jimmy Johnson run from?
Bonnie and Clyde ran like bitches too. Listen, you don't wait for the feds. You don't sit around and go, I'm going to be a tough man and let the feds kick my door in.
What did Jimmy Johnson run from?
Nah, dude. You don't wait for the shit to hit the fan.
They were offering him. Listen. They were offering him to be the highest paid college football coach ever, right? Ever.
So?
And he ran away. Why? Because he knew he couldn't deal with the penalties. That's why.
That's right. So he can go to the NFL, do some business for 4 years, and while Michigan's still getting docked, he'll go to fucking Washington, and if he wants, he don't give a fuck. Again, what did Michigan pay? What did Michigan want him and pay him for? They wanted that championship again. They wanted relevant football, and he delivered. And he's like, all right, this is what's going to take. And he did it. He got the job done.
I don't really care why he left or whatever, right? The point is that Michigan is getting penalized, and that this is just the first penalty of many more that are coming. And you heard it from me.
Here's the thing. Until Ohio is ready for a docking guy to come through a headhunter.
They've already done that. They've already done that. We've already got some. We already got out of the.
I
already know what they have already done that to Ohio State before. And what year was it? It was the first year Urban was coach. That's when that happened to Ohio State, right? But since then, nothing like this. Nothing compared to what's going on in Michigan has happened.
You mean in reference to Jim Tressel?
Yeah, with the whole thing that happened to Tressel, they already came down with us and banned us from, competing for a national championship, and that was the first year that Urban was coach. They even made a trophy because in that season they went like undefeated or something. It was stupid.
How much was Jim Harbaugh getting paid in Michigan?
I know it was a lot of money. Whatever it was, I know it was a lot.
10 million plus, maybe, right? Do you think it was 10 million plus?
Yeah, he's getting $60 million a year for.
I don't really care about Jim Harbaugh, to be honest. I really don't care. It's the fact that here's my biggest issue with Michigan, right? It's not so much who the coach is. It's not so much like
it's that they cheated Ohio State. It's really not that
they cheated Ohio State. They cheated the NCAA, bro. They cheated the NCAA. That is why. Let me ask you something, bro. Let me ask you and answer truthfully, because I know you're gonna fucking get no, because I know you're gonna give me a bullshit fucking answer that about, let's say this happens to the Miami Dolphins, right? The Dolphins be the victim from a team that is actually has this whole scandal in figuring out the play calls, and that team goes on and beats the Dolphins, goes on to win the Super Bowl by the premise of cheating.
Did that. Patriots did it the year they won it all. Remember that?
Yes, that is true, but not to the extent that Michigan has. You need to read a lot more what they went out of their way to do this. But my point is that happens to you, right? You're going to be so fucking pissed off and be upset. My point is, at this point, it's no longer an actual sport because everybody has to succumb to fucking cheating. Be man enough and fucking win or lose your game like a man. That's the truth.
I would say it's been a lot of it about cheating forever. Is my point. Like you just admitted that, yeah, we got in trouble for cheating too. And
no, I didn't admit to get for cheating. I did not admit to get. Whoa! Hold up! Don't put words in my mouth. I didn't admit to get trouble for cheating.
Why did the NCAA?
Because players were selling. This is before NILs. Players were selling their memorabilia in favor of services.
So there was money involved.
Jim Tressel got in trouble only because he knew it was going down. That's why
players were profiting in a way that made it unfair. again, cheating is cheating. So follow the
But how does that fuck with the integrity of the game? How does that fuck with the integrity of the game?
So I feel you on that, Ali. That's how I felt about that punt.
I mean, even you. I'm sorry, Tonk. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but how the hell does El Cap come up here, right, and say it's okay that cheating happens, but we want to sit here and say that
I didn't say that the way they cheated.
Hold on, and you want to say that Ross is is going to get slapped because of all the casino deals and it messes with the integrity and all that. We had those conversations on your show, El Cap, about that, right? And then you want to say, it happens.
Just calling my shot, dog. I'm not saying it's good or bad. I'm saying, well, look, I would say it's bad. And guess what? You're right. Your integrity got touched.
Yeah, but what he was.
I'm arguing for the fact that I hate the fact
show me on the doll where they touched your integrity.
What? What the fuck are you talking about? Touching my integrity? On the doll
where they touched your integrity.
We're talking about the integrity of the game, bro.
I get you, bud.
You understand what I'm saying?
They're gonna get walloped.
Let me ask you a question. And answer truthfully, please do. Please.
I've been really talking. I've been letting you all talk.
I'm sorry, Tonk. It's your show. I apologize. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. So
now you know how it feels, Tonk.
Okay, so I've defended that situation multiple times for Ohio State because I think they were cheated by the NCAA for what happened. Like, yeah, the players should have been held accountable, maybe a couple fines, but like I think Jim Tressel was one of the greatest coaches ever. And he lost everything because of it. And then it pisses me off the same because of look at Jim Tressel. He's doing all that and he's like going and having more success. It's like going to have the complete total opposite. I mean, the complete total opposite of situations that are way different from each other. Because like, yes, a little bit of money, maybe some integrity, but like the kid's out there playing good football. That's why he has the money. And like, but that's, I mean, yes, but I believe some fines could have just settled that altogether. I don't think that's the same as like choreographing flight pass and stealing and all that. I think that's a little bit more extreme of a punishment. And what Cap was talking about was some of that stuff does happen though. And like, I believe, I can't imagine how many teams weren't talking to their players during COVID-19. It's like, how was that even a rule? Like, where did that rule even come from? Did they make it up in March of 2020? All right, now it's illegal to talk to your players because everything is going to hell. Like, it's like, get out of here with that. But it's just like, all right, well, fine. But we want to see what we really care about to see. If the NCAA wants to hold itself, they need to worry about what happened and maybe talk to the NFL and be like, yo, how are you just going to let this guy just like, if he's really guilty of this, he should be held accountable. It's not fair that you can just switch jobs and do that if you did something completely illegal. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It's just crazy. But I mean, there's been for a long time, players have been getting money for playing football. So it's like, that's why they got the NIL, so that way we could get away from that because it was so much, it was happening, it was never going to go away. So what are you going to do? Just fine everybody all the time? Like, it's a very liberal thing, I think, to do. It reminds me of some of the decisions that have been made out here, and maybe that's why everything is so crazy right now. But I don't know. It was about time that players were getting paid. I mean, it was just, we needed to have it documented. So, but the NCAA, I don't know. They're going like, it's just, I don't know. It's just weird. It's why, like, is there other teams that are going through this also? Like, there's got to be other teams in. There's no other teams that are going through this same situation with the NCAA and conversing with their players during COVID-19? Like, that's wild. That's wild. It's like, that seems like it would be incredibly hard to track and prove. Besides, like, they have a camera outside and it shows two people.
Yeah, why are they watching Michigan so hard, dog?
It's like, or like, oh, you guys met up at a bench. Like, Like he gave
We
him
saw that you guys kissed.
You guys texted each other. Oh, NC violation, and throw the fucking flag up.
You went to Texas to look at a player, but you went and looked at three.
I would still be against that though if you were flying in airlines.
Hey.
It's an obvious way of spreading COVID. But like if the kid was at the park and you're over here and he's 12 feet over there. Sorry,
you were 5.5 feet away from that guy.
Like,
not 6.
Like these. I wish they would like start charging people with like if they're instead of like just fines and stuff for probation, like make community service or some kind of development system to like coach people.
Let's do a wrestling program
instead of just like because we don't know what these charities really do. Like I want to see
they don't do nothing. They don't.
You
do
know
nothing.
what I mean? Like I want to see actual action. Like
I tell you what, you want to see actionable action? Give me that motherfucking money. I'll put that shit to good use. Let me get that money, dog. I'll show you all kinds of actionable action.
It's like what
I'll action Jackson up in this
what
bitch.
Good, like all this news, all this media, this probation. So what good is going to come from this besides just not doing it again? Oh, we'll never do it again. Well, anybody can never do it again, but what else is going to come from this? All this energy, all this time, all this effort for just money and not being able to do something? Like that's the same penalties and fines that have been handed down through so many years of sports. It's the same shit.
Yeah, it's all talk, no action, dog. Like someone's gonna get in trouble, but is it gonna fix a problem? Nah, dog. That's why I don't.
There's no change. You like money doesn't change. That's why they still use it because it doesn't change.
I think it just has to do with that absolute power corrupts absolutely. So when you govern yourself with your own governing shit and we're going to take the money and fine you, but then take that money and put it to as a committee that we employ to tell us when we're doing bad stuff. Like, look at that. We did something bad. No.
Remember when Ohio State was going through that? And like it showed what's his name like driving his car and like making a right turn. It's like, who cares, man? Who cares? Like he got a tattoo. Who cares if he got tattoo? Did you see Aaron Hernandez in 2000? Like
tattoos on his neck and shit.
They all have tattoos. That's like if you're an athlete, you're not an athlete unless you don't have a tattoo.
That wasn't a good comparison, but like I'm just saying, it's like who cares? Like tattoos don't mean anything. Like it's like it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, the
like,
guy that makes my coffee's got tattoos all over his face.
It's like it's like I don't know. It's just
what about tattoo from Fantasy Island?
You know what's I say that right. I'm not really someone who likes to speak about something so much where I'm not willing to do it or already doing it. And when I say I want to see more actual things happen than just money exchange, because the industry I work in here in Washington, there's a certification I provide a lot, and I go through a company to do it. It's called Built Green. And on one of the sections, it's a section for like more of a human aspect, let's say. Could be social, financial, ethical. There's people come from all different walks of life. So it's trying to focus on that, but it's things that you actually have to do. Like having like if you're building a house here in Seattle, a lot of places have 2 stories or 3 stories. And so they're saying, look, it's more, it helps people out a lot more if you have like a stepless entry and like a bathroom on the first floor and a lot of things that people can use on the first floor so that they don't have to go up through so many stairs. So
you're talking about too much sense now, dog. That's not how those things fix themselves. They don't want the problem fixed.
There's action that can be done instead of just fine.
Oh no, there's definitely action that they could do.
That's all I'm saying.
They could definitely the 5 of us sitting up here could break down a positive way by looking at things they've already done, fines they've already given, and then say, hey, do this and then take that and do that, and this would fix the problem. But that ain't how it's done. It's kind of like fucking Congress, right?
That's how
it's kind of like Congress, right? It's not really fixing anything.
Yeah, but I mean, hey, they're trying to hold on, right? What are they going to hold on to if it's not real? Because this shit is not, this COVID shit.
Well, again, it'll. You know what it's supposed to do? It's supposed to make everybody chase their tails till they get tired, and then they forget about it. That's what it's supposed to do. Like every fucking thing else, dog.
That should go to me from what's his name is saying tonight and paying. The dude's already sent $7. Like that should be going to my Venmo because he's donated.
Why? Because he loves you.
Show. This dude is probably donated like $30 by now to my show. Like
vitamin D pills.
Like,
damn, he's coming after you tonight.
Hey, I'm the one that let y'all know. So he's just using you can't use what I gave you against me. Just so you know that. But thank you for trying because I appreciate it. I loved it. Like this. This is what I mean. He's a doer. This dude is a doer.
Yeah, he does. Michael K got a man crush on Tom.
I mean, he even went and bought the shit online.
He does have a man crush. He's like I like
$15 online. So we're at 45.
What's that? Is that the nose flush thing or something? What does that do?
The conditioner.
Oh, it's the conditioner, right?
Solid conditioner.
Michael K's soaping up his butthole with it right now.
There's no suds in the conditioner. He's like, it's crap.
All right, on to the next subject.
Ali's getting pissed off. I'll freaking bring some heat too, Ali.
I'm not pissed off.
No, I'm just kidding, dude. I'm just kidding.
WNBA.
Hey, by the way, I heard Andrevia say that WNBA might be coming back to Miami.
Oh, sweet. I didn't even know they did not have a team. I thought they did.
Well, the exception team, the original team had the Miami Soul, which the Sun Spanish in Spanish, the Miami Soul.
SOL, right?
Yeah. Now Miami is SOL. We were SOL.
That's pretty clever, Jake. I'm not gonna lie.
That was really good. That was really good, Jake.
Sell up, bro.
Oh my gosh.
That was a quick one, Shake.
Oh man. Yo, that was good. Oh man. Yeah, I needed that. That was good.
So yeah, what's up with WNBA?
So apparently go to the big three and she went to Indiana Fever. But you know what? I'm perfectly fine with it because I think it's going to help that WNBA a lot. And I'm definitely going to try to go to a game when the Indiana Fever are here. So
it's called the Indiana Fever.
I was going to say, what is up with basketball and these abstract nouns for names like the Miami
what the fuck
Heat
was
or the Indiana Fever or
is it Heaver or Beaver?
Because they're trying to let you know that it is a name,
right,
like the Las Vegas Aces.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It's like an abstract noun, like the Heat of Miami or the Fever of Indiana. You know, it's weird. I just it's something you see more often in basketball than you do other sports.
This is basketball.
I know.
I know. He's just asking what's up with the weird fucking names.
It's an interesting phenomenon that happens in basketball where they name teams after like abstract nouns. You know, I mean, you know.
Yeah,
I mean? Like,
it'd be like the San Antonio Brightness.
Right,
you know
right. Or the Utah Jazz, or
yeah, it's like an adjective and a noun, you know.
Oh man, y'all,
or a verb and
it's just color.
So, what do you got about the WNBA?
I feel like I'm the only one that's ever noticed that. You know, like you don't have that.
Color. I notice everything, bro. Nothing gets by me.
Yeah, because there's a couple like. The Aces, I forgot what the New York team is. Liberty, I think. New York Liberty.
Right, New York Liberty. All right. Even though they don't have any.
I wish the Washington football team would have went with the Monuments instead of the Commanders.
Nah, because then they'd tear them down.
Like instead of the Minnesota Timberwolves,
if Washington had it, they'd tear that shit
Minnesota
down,
Prowl?
bro. That shit wouldn't make it 2 months. They'd be like, we gotta get rid of these assholes. How dare you put up a monument?
Washington rioters.
Yeah, there you go. There you
Or
go.
instead of the Cleveland Browns, the Cleveland Barks.
The Cleveland Barks. It's just like a dog like barking in a window.
No,
I
just
mean,
bark.
that's literally what their mascot is. Like, it's not a dog; it's a brown. It's supposed to be a dog, but
barking in a window is the mascot.
Well, their stadium was called the Dog Pound.
I mean, technically, it's a color. Brown's a color.
Right. Well,
I know.
Is it though, Cap? I mean, when I look in an old person's pants, I usually see some browns.
Stop looking at old people pants color. I told you to stop that.
Let me ask you a question. Would I say the Washington dishwashers, would they be that kind of an offensive name?
Oh man, is it a woman? Is it a women's team?
No.
Yeah.
Is it the women's team? Well then, yeah, no, you're okay to name it that. You're okay to name it that.
But that's a concrete noun. Shake. The abstract version.
Alabama vacuum cleaners.
The abstract version would be the Washington
Housekeepers,
or
Would it be called
Washington Rinse.
Would it be called the Seattle Gumballs because of that gum wall that they have in Seattle?
Gross.
They do. They
Y'all
have
got
this
a gum wall?
of fused gum, bro. It's kind
The
of
Washington Wash.
I already said one like 2 years ago. That
They need to bring the Seattle Sonics back for real, though.
man, the extent. I mean, that was like a year ago. Like they said they're still going through. Actually, let's look that up because the last time because like when I looked at it like a year ago.
Yeah, while you're looking that up, let's think of other WNBA
the Seattle
WNBA team names.
Like the Seattle Storm.
Hey,
right.
And then the women's team is the Seattle the basketball the soccer team.
The fall.
Hey, by the way, real
Seattle
quick,
Fog.
Seattle Mist. Hey, I guarantee. Listen, I promise you right now. You call it Seattle Mist, nobody would bat a fucking eye. They'd be like, "Oh yeah, that checks out."
Right, Cap. That would roll. That
roll. One, dude, they come in, the fucking fog machine's going out, and get it all blue and shit.
Yep. Watch out for the
fall.
fall.
How about the lava rocks?
Nah, so you can't really do anything with a lava rock. If it was like
Hawaii rocks,
yeah, or the Hawaii magma.
They have like one university, like that's it.
LA Auras.
You could, you know what? You could have one in Washington State called the Washington Lahars.
What the heck is a lahar?
A lahar is a pyroclastic flow, a mud flow.
Oh, the
mudslide.
How about the showers?
A lahar is what happened after Mount St. Helens blew his side off of itself and flooded down into.
Okay.
Hey, by the way, Tunk. When I first saw your haircut, when you saw your haircut, the first thing I don't know if back in the day, back when I was growing up, there was a movie called The Problem Child, right? And that's when I first started.
Oh. What?
The bow tie killer.
The bow tie killer from the movie Problem Child.
Yeah.
Oh, because it's haircut?
Yeah.
You missed it, Shake.
I thought you were going to go in a different direction with the Problem Child, and I'm not going to say why.
Oh,
It's not a bad thing. It's someone else is comparing me to that movie, but for a different reason. That's the second time I've been compared to that movie, but for different reasons.
Well, that movie was on every day on the weekends from like 94 to like 99.
Well, people compared you to the actual kid?
No.
Okay. The Honolulu sabbaticals.
What are you talking about, dude?
The Honolulu Luau's.
right.
The Honolulu Tuas.
That's a clever name, though, bro. if you just roll the whole thing, the Honolulu luau's.
We're gonna have to issue our own probation on that comment, Joe.
Listen, I'm killing it right now with the fucking WNBA names. I don't know what y'all are doing, but right now I've got two good names on the board.
Us, Mr. Start a Podcast. So what was? So I was looking for. So it says Las Vegas definitely an expansion candidate. Okay.
Oh, Las Vegas Bunny Ranchers.
Yeah.
We're getting canceled. Oh my god.
Who's the one guy
how about the Las Vegas Showgirls? That would be dope.
Yeah.
I want to see that.
Already have that, especially a women's basketball.
Yeah, I mean there's going to be some proprietorship fucking trademarking they're going to have to deal with, but
they already have a Vegas team, don't they? Isn't it called the Las Vegas Aces?
Yes, Las Vegas Aces. They won 2 championships in a row.
That is
Las
so,
Vegas Aces?
Difficult, though. I mean, like, as if Vegas is the only one with casinos. Anybody ever heard of Atlantic City? Way bigger casinos than Las Vegas.
Where is Atlantic City? Is that Vegas? No, is that Atlanta?
New Jersey. Jersey Shore, I think, isn't it?
I've never been there, so I don't know.
Ali, you got a little echo coming.
It's probably from me.
No, it's Ali. I could hear it when his mic's on. I've been trying to find it. I think your mic's not hooked up, Ali. It sounds like it's coming out of your speaker. Your mic is through your computer. That's what it sounds like to me, anyhow. I could be wrong.
He's AFK.
Yeah, that's like when I got my new camera.
I'm better, or is it still echoing?
Way better, dog.
What'd you say, better or not better?
Way better.
Okay, yeah, you were right. My mic was not set up properly.
I got look, Miami Moose Knuckles. Miami, yeah, that's like an easy one is the Miami Waves or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Or something stupid as fuck like that, or like the
Heat, the Miami Heat.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, kind of. I mean, yeah, Heat.
Is it me or
Arizona gets much hotter?
If does Toronto have a WNBA team?
I don't know.
Is it me or their hockey team has a WNBA name? Because honestly, if they didn't have the Toronto Maple Leafs, I'd call that the WNBA name.
Like asking what I'm doing, and I'm the only one on camera. He's asking what I'm doing.
Miami
like,
humidity.
What are you doing, Tom? You tell me.
If Toronto doesn't have a team, what would we call them?
The Toronto.
Argonauts.
The Toronto Southern.
No.
The southern city in Canada. The Toronto. So they have the Raptors.
Well, what about like that makes fucking sense.
Toronto Pterodactyls.
There you go. The Toronto Colossal Raptors.
They already went with the Raptors theme on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. The Toronto.
I guess the
cave.
Or Amazonians, just go that route, and then it'll kind of your mascot can be a cave lady, and and then they can fucking back to back head to header nights. They'll fucking have
the Toronto Mammoths.
Ooh, mammoths, yeah, because it's cold up there. I like that.
I can feel it, and plus they're gonna make
Montreal Mammoths would be better.
5 years they're gonna have
Mammoths.
Mammoth.
Okay, that makes sense.
Just because
in like 5 years they're gonna hatch a mammoth.
Right.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But okay, so we can hatch a mammoth. Is that happening in the United States? Because I hope not, because how legal it is for stem cells and such.
Wait, what?
I feel like your mic's cutting out.
Yeah, you cut out, Tonk.
Your mic kind of cut out. Yeah.
Yep, it's you, bro. It's all you.
I thought it was me for a moment, but it's him.
No, it's you. Go ahead and talk. Yeah, hold on. Let me see what's going on here.
Yo.
Turn up your gain a little bit.
It's all the way up. I'm looking at it.
Or it may be going through the a different microphone.
So
might be coming through.
Maybe it's too loud.
No, that's not it. It's not. You touch the mic. It's not hooked up to the mic.
Yeah, your sound's coming through a different mic.
Go
Hold on
into
a
your
second.
settings of StreamYard.
Hold on, I'm gonna see if I can do. Oh yeah, he's got to do it.
Hold on. Oh.
Yeah, because ain't no way a mic that looks like that is gonna sound like that.
I'm sorry.
No way, dog. I was wondering why you kept fading out.
I didn't even realize you had a mic like that.
Oh yeah, no, he got the good. You should have heard last Tuesday. I was like, damn. Before we started the show, I was fucking scoping it.
He was sounding like Walter.
Can't
Trump.
hear you at all, dog. Drop out and come back. And before you come in, go to settings and make sure that mic is turned on.
Yeah,
you
force
heard?
it over to that microphone.
Yeah, so go out of StreamYard, hit the link again, and make sure before you come into the StreamYard, make sure the settings are on that mic.
Don't let them lie to you. We're just trying to get you out of the show. So
No, fuck that. No way. Yeah, the Montreal Mammoths.
How about that Secretary Booty Juice?
Jesus Christ, don't do that color. Don't do that
I'm
color.
just thinking like Secretary Ridge. This is Secretary Dog.
Look, you didn't fucking say one off color thing. One off color thing, and look who fucking comes sprinting in here.
I know, right?
What up, Crypto?
We started talking about Canadians.
What's going on with our friendly neighbors up north?
We're talking about WNBA names.
Yeah,
just a bunch of fascists.
WNBA, huh? Well,
yeah, we're coming up with
nice.
abstract nouns for names like they do in the NBA. You know what I mean? Like the Miami Heat or the Indiana what was the Fever? You know, like abstract nouns.
As in, you got a fever.
Seems to happen in basketball.
Actually, wouldn't that make sense? Shouldn't it be Miami Fever only because of the heat?
Right. So it's got to be an abstract noun, Crypto. It's got to be something that's
Crypto,
not.
Give us a. So we have we got a team. They're gonna be Salt Lake City. Go
Mormons.
Nah, Mormons too on the nose. We need more of a
cliffhangers.
PH. The Salt Lake City PH.
No, the Salt Lake City Mormons.
No, Mormons. No, that's too on the nose.
Abstract noun.
Yeah, abstract. So let's hear if that mic's hooked up.
Something that is abstract to the area or something. I was gonna say
I can still barely hear you.
You can still barely hear me?
Oh, that's a little bit better now. It's a little bit better.
Well, what about
maybe
now?
we just need to mic them up a little bit. Hold
on.
The mic's all the way up.
He's all the way up. Yeah.
What about now?
That's better.
That's better. Yeah. Whatever you're doing, keep doing that.
Better.
What about now? What about now?
Yeah, that's
Say it again.
Maybe he's just a soft-spoken person.
You're definitely on your good mic, Tonk. Maybe just a little more volume, but the quality is much better.
Yeah, I don't know how he could turn his volume up anymore. It's already all the way up.
Because I have
I can hear you.
He's got he's got an audio amplifier.
I thought I'd make it. Yeah. Well, you were loud as fuck the other day.
What you got there, man?
I didn't do anything different.
What you got there?
Sound good. He's got something going on.
It's a PreSonus. So
PreSonus? Okay.
So I use it because I have my recording equipment too.
Right. Yeah, they're all right.
All right.
I mean, if you were gonna say it was like a Behringer.
Oh shit!
I've been like, throw that thing in the garbage.
Joe Rist got the name, dude. Salt Lake City Soakers.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Yeah. For the women's basketball team, Salt Lake City Soakers. That is a good joke for you guys that don't get it. Look up some stuff with the Mormon religion. That'll tell you everything you need to know.
Okay. Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, it is a.
I've been to Salt Lake City. I've been to Salt Lake. And
is it salty?
Yeah, you look at my Instagram.
They got the salt flats.
Dude,
I'll take your word on it.
Really pretty.
Yeah, which is interesting because it's a lake.
God damn.
It was really, really pretty.
It's the most buoyant. You cannot drown in it, no matter how much you try.
I wouldn't want to go in it at all.
You cannot drown in it.
That water looks.
You can't drown it? Why not?
So it's like the Dead
Sea.
Buoyant.
It's so buoyant.
It's like the Dead Sea, but a little more life.
It's there.
Shit goes, why not?
Why not?
Why not? Listen, the question of why I can't...
be real bad swimmer not to make it out of there.
I'm just saying, like,
when I was there, I was like, because I didn't know where the lake was, so I like just rolled down my window and I looked at the people. I said, "Hey, where's Salt Lake at?" They're like, "You're in Salt Lake." I said, "No, like, where's the lake?" And they're like, "Oh, it's that way."
So is it like Lake Okeechobee where it looks like you can't see, like it looks like you're an ocean, like you can't see the other side and shit?
Yeah, you can't see. Yeah, it was really it's like Lake Okeechobee, but like perfectly smooth.
Right.
Very bright too.
It was so much brighter than, like, I don't know. I think it reflected a lot more.
Oh yeah, it's big sky country, man. It's all kinds of.
Well,
light.
not only that, it's all reflecting the same way, though. You know what I'm saying? Like if the water's choppy, it's got depth to it. It's not a flat surface like a mirror.
The salt refracts the light a different way too. Yeah.
Like if a turtle took a dump, it would float up and make a ripple.
We're
talking here.
Well, nothing live. Does anything even? I don't think anything lives in Salt Lake, does it? I don't think nothing lives in.
It's
like
not
bacteria and shit.
Sea. It's not as bad as the Dead Sea, but yeah, it's pretty.
I don't know. Look, I was like,
it's pretty bare.
Man, the only places I swim out here are like rivers, like in mountains and stuff. I don't go into
like the Dead Sea, like literally has no life in it, like none.
Yeah, Dead Sea doesn't even have bacteria in it. But I like that Shake asked, why can't I fucking kill myself in the lake? That was fucking awesome. That shit tickled me, bro. He's like, hey, why not?
Hey, that's what Harry.
He's
Truman
like, this is my fucking American right, motherfucker. I'll drown myself if I please, bitch.
No, that's what Harry Truman said in 1980 when the mountain blew. He's like, why can't I die in my own lake?
Hold on a second, Color. Hold on a second, Color. Tell us more about Harry Truman real quick.
Harry Truman was the guy that died in front of Spirit Lake when Mount St. Helens exploded.
But he was around in World War II, right?
Hey, by the way,
it's a different Harry Truman.
Oh.
I know it's a big coincidence that the guy that died at Spirit Lake in Mount St. Helens eruption.
He says it's a different Harry Truman. Hey, yeah, real quick, everybody, check out Shake and the Lando Takes Color Butter shirt. You know, when Color gets on one, and he's gonna give you the facts on some shit. There's another Harry Truman. You know, you're getting the Lando Takes.
Banned in at least one country. Canada.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, listen, man.
Not that Harry not the one you know about, Brett. Not the one you're thinking. Another one. Which fucking guy are you talking about?
Helen Keller. You mean the No, Helen Keller.
Damn.
Haverhill.
Right.
No, Helen Keller.
Harry. You know Harry. We all went to school with him.
You all fucking know that bitch. No, I fucking don't.
You know,
purple hair, had the sign underneath the lake. That bitch? That her name is Helen Keller? You do know her, though.
But I can see that making news because there was people, there was people that didn't want to leave and they died.
Yep. It's like Dave Chappelle said. It's like these people that build their house next to an active volcano and then complain that they got lava in the living room.
But you know what's funny is the only reason I know that fact, right, is because 20 years ago when I first visited out here, 25 years ago when I first visited out here, we drove by there and my uncle was talking about it exploded. But I'm the only one that was ever asking questions. So I said, and my uncle said that people, I forgot what I asked.
These are wonderful.
Because of what I asked, the questions I asked, he told me that people stayed and died.
Oh, yeah.
And there's a house that you can see that's totally covered in dirt, but just the roof is there.
Yep. There was a geologist for National Geographic that was stationed.
I'm gonna record everything.
Well, no, but he was far enough away that if the mountain would have erupted like Krakatoa or any normal volcano, he'd have been fine. But the whole north face blew off horizontally, and killed him because he was too close for that.
I'm gonna be here to record everything that happens.
He said, "Oh, it was supposed to blow up over there first." I over
here. No,
seriously, this is what happens when he sucks at his job.
If you think I'm joking, you ever heard of the brand North Face? I think it's referring to the north face of Mount St. Helens.
So the guy took it
off.
It came from the north and hit him in the face, Color?
Yeah. Well, no, the whole north face of the mountain slid off, dude.
Color, I swear to fucking God, somebody look this shit up right now. If the north face, I'm looking it up right now. Hold on.
No, I believe
if Color's on the money with that, I'm gonna lose my shit.
The whole northeastern face of Mount St. Helens slid off, dude.
That's like, yes, I did. Yes, there is one side that might be the north side. I'm not sure.
Oh, it was the north face. That's where
one
there
side
there was a forestry team that was on the south side of the mountain, and they were perfectly fine.
He said it's north face, like the guy who got blasted in the face.
Some lava came from the north and blasted him in the face.
He literally did, man. He was sitting there facing the north face. The north face slid off, and the mountain erupted sideways right at him.
Left a shadow, like fucking. What happened in Pompeii? You could see the shadow of the people or whatever.
Pretty much.
No, that
somewhere Harry Truman is curled up in a fetal position, like frozen in stone, like in Pompeii. You know?
What about east and west face?
When all those people got massacred by the dragons, that they started calling it Dragons Bay.
Don't they get some love?
Oh my God!
Well, the bulge that caused the slide, Crypto.
So that's not how they got the name, Color. That's not what the name means. It says, but it was pretty fucking dope. Because it is.
I mean, it's a very popular brand in
Color. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what, Color. At a bar. In your 20s with that conversation,
like gear,
you're reeling in a couple of the chicks with some fucking knowledge like that.
I would have been banging St. Helens that day.
I thought that was a Canadian brand.
There'd be this girl. She'd be like, "My parents named me after that mountain. I'm Helen. How are you doing?" And she's like really hot.
Yep. And Color's like, yeah, blah 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 blah. North Face got their shit. Buddy got killed by lava. Look at that. And she's like, what? Next thing you know, you done sealed the deal.
Like I
Color.
said,
all I need the neck.
Then she goes on there and gives a Google request, and she's like, shit.
It's the other Harriet Truman.
I've been had.
What's up? What's up?
Not that way. Yeah. The other North Face Harry Truman.
Wait a minute.
That's how you're
Wait a minute.
Color.
Wait a minute. So one Harry Truman has his face on a mountain, and the other one has his face in a mountain.
See, that's fucking called irony right there.
God damn.
That's what that is. And that shit was fucking funny. And Crypto, yeah, in today's game, they're gonna Google it. Color and I are talking about the game we used to play, dog.
So we're supposed to get a massive earthquake.
She's like, damn, I've been had.
There's supposed to be a massive earthquake here that's going to set off Mount Rainier.
Well, that is the next one expected to go. They just don't know when.
Well, here's the real question, Tom.
All of the mountains in the Cascades blow about every 150 to 200 years.
Well, here's the real question, Tonk. Are we blaming our people in the region that are worried about the thing happening? Are they blaming it on the eclipse? That's the real question.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah. Well,
I mean, listen, this is YouTube, bro. I'm trying to juice the numbers.
Do you think I just came up with that segment 2 days ago?
No, bro. I'm just saying that I promise you, if you look on the internet, somebody's blaming that shit on the eclipse.
No.
Where's EM at? EM spooked about that eclipse.
Have they actually recorded any recent rumblings in Rainier?
I don't know. I don't pay attention.
Because St. Helens is already active again. That burger's already growing a new dome, bro.
Speaking of quakes, wouldn't the Los Angeles's WNBA team would be called the Los Angeles Quakes?
Hell yeah! Way to bring it back around again, Ali.
Nice, bring it back to
nice, Ali. Way to bring it back around again. That was good work, Ali.
She's like, speaking of volcanoes.
Yeah, they should be. Yeah.
That was pretty
faults.
good, dude.
It could be the faults, the LA faults.
So, Tonk, you were looking up some WNBA shit.
The Indonesia typhoons, or no?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Tsunamis.
Yeah.
No.
Okinawan typhoons.
Tsunamis.
The Ring of Fires.
The
Pacific Ring.
That
of
would be
Fire.
Couldn't it be like the
that would be the
Indonesian
Anchorage-
tigers?
the
I'm pretty
Anchorage
sure there's
Rings
more
of
fucking
Fire.
tigers in Indonesia than anywhere else in the world.
Yeah, and
Like, there's a lot of teams called.
There's getting so compact now that they're like attacking people all the time.
So you could call any team along the Ring of Fire, you could call the Dragons and be accurate.
What would you call a team from Portland?
We just call them the Dragons.
The Portland Logs?
So they have the
Like the
Thorns
Barcelona
and
Dragons.
the women's soccer team. They would have the Portland.
The Portland syringe needle.
That is actually some truth.
That will be Cleveland or
I know exactly where
Fort Myers.
Portland encampments.
I like that, dude.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
It looks like a tent.
yeah. Oh, dude, but as soon as you said the name, fucking
It's
million
like-
things were flashing through my head. I'm thinking about marketing and shit.
The only thing that comes to mind when I think of Portland, outside of what you were talking about, Cap, is the fact that they have tons of forests and trees that they cut down and whatnot. So.
The Portland squatters.
So the Portland
More like the
lumberjacks, but it's a bunch of
Portland
chicks.
That's what we'll call them, the
Portland
Portland
squatters.
Pissants.
The Portland squatters.
That's actually
that's
that would
big
be
in
Seattle.
Texas.
Seattle squatters.
How do you even make it fucking like a
I
helmet?
think
for a
Texas is
squat?
the squatting capital of the
You're
world.
outside of a house, like with the walls boarded up or something like.
Eyeballs looking through the windows.
Greg, I know that it's LA Sparks. You have to be here from the beginning of the conversation. We're talking about abstract names that make sense.
Got a bunch of mail in the mailbox and shit.
You could just call them the Portland politics. Everybody would. They'd have the fear of God. You know.
Man, that's pretty good. The Portland Squatters is the best one yet, man. All right, let's think of another one.
Oh my god!
Let's think of another one. Give me another
the LA
ratchet
homeless.
fucking city. Huh?
The LA homeless.
Nah, yeah, I mean, okay.
It said encampments and squatters.
Encampment is such a more funnier word than homeless, dude. It's such a fucking hilarious encampment. Like, but as you see, like to Color's point, it is not how you use the word to call a team. It's like an encampment. It's plural.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
All right, let's get another one.
We got the fucking. We got
Philadelphia. What are we calling Philadelphia? Does Philadelphia have a girls' team?
We got the New Orleans.
I don't know the Liberty.
Actually, I have the best name. Here it is for Philadelphia. And they probably already have it, but it makes so much sense.
Right.
The Philadelphia Bells.
Bells?
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like that. That's a play on words right there.
Yeah, the Bells.
I thought
Yeah.
you just looked.
Liberty Bell, come on.
Yeah, the Bells.
Yeah, the bell there, all that. Yeah, I like that.
Right. That's what I was kind of thinking.
And crack is kind of a
Bells
problem
is cool.
there.
I like where you're heading, Ali, because I'm thinking like colonial times and the
Yeah.
history of Philadelphia.
colonial.
It's called the city of brotherly love. There's something here. We're missing it for the you feel me? We're missing something, guys, on this Philadelphia women's basketball name. I just got to say something real quick. I really love where the show has turned at this point with naming cities for WNBA teams. I fucking think that this fucking bit is gold. There's not a lot of people watching. It's gonna get missed, and this is the dopest part of the show. This is good. This is the dopest part. 'Cause this is funny.
Philadelphia Crack Bells.
That's a good one. I like where your head's at, Shake, because you're still using the play on words. The bells, crack bells. We're sticking to the same theme. Again, I'm looking at something brotherly love, cracked bells.
Oh my god!
Colonialism.
Look at Cap for Life.
Cat for Life. The New York Illegals.
The Vermont Hills.
The New York Illegals would be L.A. Border Patrol. Nah, because they ain't got a fucking border patrol in L.A.
San Diego Tijuana.
Oh, but remember the abstract noun angle? The Texas border.
Now that has a good ring to it. Wow,
And
dude,
then-
you know
and
what
then
we
their
need?
motto
Okay,
can
hold
be-
up.
But
Okay,
And their
hold on
motto
just
can
a
be
second.
zero to the wall.
Facing the Texas border.
all right. Let's Tonk, can you get a? I'm sorry, I'm hijacking the show right now, but can we get a full list of all WNBA
I
teams?
thought you already looked that up like 20 minutes.
No, I did not. We've been just winging
but
it
it has
right
to
now.
be a
We're just calling
plural
out
noun,
cities.
though.
But let's like rename the city teams. We'll write them down, and I'll give them the HB and get them to run it through AI, and like we can actually like make, you know what I'm saying, like a funny bit out of this
Make
bitch.
Galveston gumbo.
I can actually do that right now. Oh, Cap.
First
So
of all,
there's-
Yeah, you can do
was it Portland
AI
encampment?
generated logo.
Was it Portland?
in squatters.
Okay, hold on. I gotta write. I don't give a fuck if Portland's got a team. That's their name.
don't have a team. So there's
That's-
only
This is
four,
Do they
Mississippi
still have
Mud.
one?
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's only 10 teams.
That's okay.
Damn, they must
What are
have
the
got some
what are the
teams.
10
Thought they had
cities?
more than that.
So one of I
Damn.
was trying to like
The Alabama a-holes.
Oh, just hit the
What
share
was I-
button,
Why
dog.
was I thinking?
See where it says present,
Why was I thinking they
a
had
little
more?
plus
10?
on your
That's it?
screen, the StreamYard.
No wonder
Oh.
they only getting 380,000 a year.
Click on that,
that's what I do for work.
and then just hit the share screen.
Yeah,
And then
I
you
got
can
they only
find-
play 40
yeah,
games.
okay.
Crypto.
Huh?
So they only play 40 games.
So we got
Right.
so we got the Atlanta Dream.
Yeah, they
Okay,
play
hold on.
half the season.
Atlanta. Okay,
Yeah.
Atlanta. We're off to a good start.
Incest.
Chicago Sky,
Chicago,
Connecticut,
My
Connecticut.
God.
Fucking
Don't
awesome.
Austin has a
Perfect.
team?
Dallas,
Okay.
Dallas,
Indiana,
Washington has one.
Indiana.
Mm-hmm.
Las
they
Vegas.
moved. Oh.
So I did actually
on.
ask.
Las
Okay, I'm
Vegas.
sorry.
Hold on. Let's get these teams down. Go ahead. Las Vegas,
Los Angeles,
Los Angeles. I'll just put LA.
Minnesota,
Okay.
New York,
All right. New York. Okay.
Phoenix,
Okay.
Seattle, and Washington.
Yeah. What? Yeah, Washington still has one.
So
Okay.
El Cap, real quick. I did ask AI to rename all NWA teams, and the New York
WNBA,
one-
you mean?
yeah, the WNBA teams. The Cap for Life comment on what he said the name should be was not far off what the AI said.
For New York?
Yeah.
No, you're fucking lying.
No.
What
is
I'll
it?
show
What did it
Bro,
say?
It says here. Let
Google
me actually share my
allowed that?
screen. It said it called them the New York Justice. So it's kind of in the same line of you have illegals, now you have the justice.
Oh no.
No, I
Man,
don't
New
think
York
so. Yeah,
Justice.
no.
They got a lot of
I get-
justice
I
in
get-
all shows.
It's the
all
exact
shows, too.
opposite.
Yeah, but
No,
that's
no.
what I'm
The
saying.
AI
It's
is
like-
definitely still politically captured, calling a New York justice as if there's
Yeah,
any such
exactly.
thing as
Okay,
fucking
so,
New York.
but you hear what I'm saying
Well,
though.
a lot of
it-
big time people have failed.
It's like the opposite of it though,
due
which
to
is
that,
kind of funny.
except Al Capone.
Yeah, no, I got
Yeah,
you.
that's a good name for the Chicago team, the Untouchables.
But anyway,
Yeah,
let
I
me
like
share what
that.
names they have. I
So
can
that's
tell you what
more
they have if you want to start them off. If
historical
you want
to
me
the
to read
city.
them off to you.
For AI, fuck AI.
The
We're making our own
Untouchables.
names. I want AI to make the uniforms and
I
players
am.
on these
But
teams.
see, there's a lot of
I am.
there's a lot of Law and Order filming and programming, and
What's
that's
that,
based in
Tom?
New York.
I said I am the AI generator over here. My idea.
Yeah, I'm
CSI,
trying to come up
all
with
of
the
it,
names.
all that's in New York. That's
So
why.
we've got our 10 teams plus Portland. Let's just go through the teams that we got, right? And then we'll see about adding cities if we want. So first on the
I
list
think
is it
another half hour.
okay? Well, let's just do this, and that'll be. Do you want to do your things?
No, hold on. What else we got though?
We've got
Seattle.
Olympics and NBA play-in after WNBA. You want to save
Yeah.
those?
Seattle, we can call them Seattle
get to
Needles
them
with the Space Needle.
Tonk, do you want to get to those topics or do you want to do the thing?
I mean, we can come back to it.
All right, so we'll come back to the list. I got the list started. I've got Portland encampments at the top of the list.
Plus, if it's something like that you're trying to do and like have like labels and stuff, it's not like we're going to be the last time we're doing this.
Oh, for this? Yeah.
Portland
I'm going to knock this bitch out. What you mean? I'm doing this.
Hawaii, we got Alaska, we got North Dakota.
Well, we didn't write down all those names. I'm starting it over. I'm really going to. Oh.
Wait,
Hawaii. Oh, you.
A WNBA team? They don't have no team, do they?
No, hold on. You said you wanted to remake existing teams or make new teams also?
Well, I'm going to make a couple, but I'm not going to make fucking every fucking team my brain could think of. We got to stop at some point, right? Like, I can name off cities till I die.
Okay. Well, like,
yeah.
Portland doesn't have an actual team, but we
no,
were
I
saying
got that. Yeah, I'm saying go through the list of 10. We got Portland, then we'll see what other cities we might want to throw in that bitch. And then when we're done, we're done.
How about renaming the Atlanta Dream the Atlanta Snooze Button?
I don't get it.
You don't get it.
Because it's
Atlanta
opposite.
Dream?
But along those lines, why not the Philadelphia Cream?
Gross.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't like
that.
I don't like
have
that.
A ring to it. It's not native to the city.
There's cream cheese. There's all. I mean,
where cows are or whatever. Cheesehead place.
Philadelphia cream cheese.
They're not from there.
Really, guys?
Yeah, we missed it, dude.
Well, but
God, y'all need bagels in your life. That's all I'm saying.
I eat bagels, dude. I don't like cream cheese.
Yeah, the
Love
New York
some
bagels.
That's not bad.
I think I knew that. I guess I never seen you eat a bagel.
Yeah, I mean, let's go get bagels.
You don't say New York bagel. You're going to say Chicago pizza.
Yeah, who's eating these bagels? These pretzels are making me thirsty.
Great Seinfeld reference.
All right, so U.S. Olympics.
Einstein liked bagels because they named a bagel shop after him.
So this is pretty cool. So U.S. Olympic Committee strikes sponsorship deal to help athletes get degrees after they retire.
Oh, good.
Because
have them get one.
I guess McDonald's money didn't go that far, huh?
The Olympics doesn't really pay. Like you get money from like endorsements or other
well,
things.
Degree in basket weaving doesn't do you any good.
Right, but Tonk, I like this because what they're forgetting in all those endorsements you're talking about is the fact that these kids' education was interrupted for 4 years or whatever, you know?
Exactly. And like this is like a way to pay so fulfill commitments to help athletes begin the next chapter. So it says a deal between the Guild of Organizers of the 2028 Los Angeles Olympics and Paralympic Committee help athletes begin. All right, so hold on.
You got 16-year Olympians too.
50 offerings on its online platform for
and they all end up growing up like child superstars.
Maybe that's the degrees they're offering. So they're going to be offering their own programs. It says the guild.
Oh, so now it's an educational system.
250 offerings on its online platform. So, undergraduate, graduate certification, and career counseling. So, I mean, that's a lot. 250. That's a lot. I mean,
now they can do something besides running around the country getting money for autographs for the rest of their life.
Wait just a second. So here's the thing.
It's not a bad gig.
The U.S. Olympic Committee, are they now becoming an accredited learning university? Is that what's happening? Are they tapping into public funds for some kind? I don't like the way. I mean, listen. Again, I'm cautious on anybody doing anything like this. To me, I get it. Not everybody's Michael Phelps, right? And some of these athletes get washed out, whatever, And yeah, there's been an interruption in their life, somebody like that. And I want to help them. But is this a thing to help them, or is this a thing that they're looking to exploit? That is all.
And where are their parents?
Just saying, like, is the Olympic Committee now Olympic turning into a accredited?
So further their education's tuition free.
What the fuck does that mean?
Yeah. I guess you give them a state-funded school to go to.
Yeah. Send your kid to Olympic University. What the fuck?
They're probably just teaming up with like places that I went to college, like St. Petersburg College. Because graduate degree, I had it like you can do all that with state colleges. So that's probably what it's going to be. Which is
so
like,
is it like an accredit? Is it like a funding type of thing? Like I hope that's what it is. That they're all automatically, if they're on the U.S. team or some shit, I guess. I don't fucking know.
Grades to 2023 qualified athletes. Yeah. So it goes directly to the schools they attend. So it's like FAFSA. It's basically
okay.
The same
all right.
as FAFSA.
Right,
so
right.
It's just a program that they're going to have if you're.
So it's something that they're not going to corrupt over time. It was corrupt when they got it. Got you.
No, they're going to pay the school.
Yeah, I got you. I get it.
I get it. Like FAFSA money, it's the same thing.
Instead of the school or the federal government giving directly to the student, we're going to give it to the U.S. Olympic Committee to then dole it out to the schools for the student. Thank you. Sorry.
I don't know. It's better than nothing, though. So I mean,
I'm sure
they're already getting. I mean, they must be already getting $1 billion a year from McDonald's charities. You know what I mean? Because McDonald's, you know, they've been on. They've been.
Are you saying that there's no McDonald's athletes?
No, I mean they've been doing that as charity for decades. I mean they're one of the biggest what do you call it? Sponsors of the U.S. Olympics.
They added breakdancing to the Olympics. No, they didn't, Joe. Did they? That would be sick.
But a lot of their funding, a lot of their charity funding for these athletes goes towards, their actual, logistical costs in being the athlete. But it doesn't cover what happens afterwards. You know what I mean? Like with schooling and all that.
That's dope.
Like the islands and stuff, like they got all sorts of dancing all around the planet. Even though I don't think they really did. The sports added in 2024. So this summer's Olympics is going to have breakdancing. I mean, I still
dude, no way.
They always add a new. They always add a new sport though and take out one.
It's so hard because it's at all these different times. Where is it this year?
Holy fuck!
What country is it in this year?
Isn't it in France?
He's not lying, dog. It's in Paris, and they are going to.
Well, they got the river. They got the river swim too, as an addition.
Joe telling no fibs over here. They're going to break
dancing always part of it? Because I swear they had like ballroom dancing.
Yeah, they would. Of course, they did. Fucking. Well, I mean, they dance on ice for Christ's sake too. I mean, there's a lot of dancing.
They also do pool dancing. Like they have what is it called when they're dancing?
Synchronized swimming.
Synchronized swimming.
They're putting skateboarding,
which is the toughest sport in all of the
climbing.
Olympics.
You know what?
Ping pong's definitely but ping pong's been an Olympic sport forever.
Sounds like the Olympic sports are getting with the times. If they're gonna have fucking breakdancing, skateboarding, surfing, I don't know what's up with the climbing. I mean, are they gonna?
How about poker?
Oh yeah, rock climbing's been.
Poker is you have to be an athlete to play poker, dude.
No, I think this is the first year that American football
sit there for hours, bro. Them guys sit there for. Why do you think they have the massage girl come around, man?
Well, that's the case. They'll start adding chess
thrombosis playing poker.
Bro, fuck all that.
I guess it takes an athlete to play chess too. You might as well add chess to it.
Olympic sport.
You might as well.
Why don't we just? You know what? I don't like this conversation anymore.
And there's curling. What the hell is curling?
I will have.
Hey, at least curling was something they did. They've always done curling my whole life. Fucking let them curl.
I know, but they're sweeping the floor.
Stupid.
Like
yeah,
someone,
that's stupid
you know
sport.
what we should do on this?
That's the dumbest winter sport in all of
What should we do?
We should roll this piece of marble. We should smooth out this piece of marble.
Mhm.
All right, we should smooth it out, and then I'm gonna push it. Not
It's
very hard.
ice. It's like a ice bowling technique. I'm sure that they had a bunch of Noric fucks throwing ice blocks down the river and shit, trying to get it on a spot.
Because there's nothing else to do. So
nothing else to do in the north.
That's right.
Right.
That's right.
Throwing down a freaking big
Exactly.
block.
That's right. Nothing else to do, and then till
and they couldn't build shuffleboard courts, you know.
And then and then we figured out now after we've been playing it for a couple seasons that if you like scrape in front of it,
that's right.
You
can
it
adjust.
Manipulates the ball.
You can manipulate.
The stone,
you can manipulate the path of the fucking ice.
Friction, so you can
That's
slow
right.
it down. You know, and
so Tonk, that's what they're trying to do is slow it down, right? I never knew.
I think Chris
were trying to
should be
smooth it out or
recruiting people that has a curling background.
I don't think anyone really
think that
knows
should
what
be
they're
what
trying
Chris
to
Chris
do,
should
Color.
do.
That's part of the
Doing one
mystique.
or the other, because if you're rubbing ice, you're either making
You're
it worse or
roughing it
making
up.
it better. There's really no in between, but it's gonna get.
No, you're
it's
making
gonna
it
become
friction
water
so
at
it can
the same
stop.
time, too, because any type of bit of heat is gonna turn to water instantly. So.
Right. So it
that's
would
why
you
smooth
gotta
it out.
scuff
That's
it
what I'm
so you
saying.
can
It
make
would
it
smooth
dip.
it out, right?
But isn't that making it more slippery?
No, because
Yeah.
if you anything that is,
They have to
it's
make
gonna
it
cause
traction.
friction, so it's
To
I
stop
don't
it
know.
in the right spot.
But I see what you're saying. If they're really strong bristles, then it'll scrape up the ice and make it slow down. Right.
We can't.
Here's
have
what I
bristles.
know. Shit's been going on for a while. Let them have it. But I like that they're adding some new shit. About time I might watch the fucking Olympics if they're surfing,
There's a whole science
skateboarding.
involved in manufacturing them stones, bro. I saw it on
They should add billiards to Olympic sport.
You
That
never
takes a
seen
lot
how
of
it's made for
concentration and
the curling?
stamina.
Yeah, but you know what?
to
Here's the thing
hit
with
a
the
ball.
billiards, right? Never caught on all the way.
Billiards should be a sport. It takes a
Nobody's
great
watching
athlete to
billiards,
shoot
dog.
pool.
Isn't
ball.
flag football the first year they're doing it this year or something to that
Says,
effect?
I want to go play some billiards. No
Absolutely.
says that.
That takes a lot of training. A lot of Olympic style training.
You mean you play pool?
Yeah. You got to have a great bicep. You have to have the right tone in your bicep to hit the ball at the right angle.
Darts? What about dart throwing?
What about bull riding?
The greatest billiards player has the greatest biceps.
Hey,
Now bull riding would be dope as fuck.
Bull riding, yeah.
Bull riding, best fucking bull riders from around the world.
Or BMX.
Yeah, dude.
How about BMX?
That means they bring the best bulls from around the world.
Skateboards.
I think they already have BMX.
I don't know.
Yeah, they got it. Listen, here's the deal,
No,
right?
that's the X. What is it? The X
Games. Yeah. Fucking. What's that? Red Bull. Red Bull cornered the market on sick shit and just threw a fucking assload of money at it. And now they're going to be getting Red Bull athletes into the fucking Olympics. Red Bull worldwide, dog. I wish I would have got some of that fucking Red Bull stock at one point in my life.
They're going to be jacked up going into the Olympics on Red Bull.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yes, they do. Olympic cycling, BMX racing, Paris 2024.
Yeah. You got different styles of biking in there now.
Yeah, it's not
You got the
freestyle.
exports.
It's just around a little oval track or whatever, like they do over at Forest. Remember Forest Hill and Forest Hill Boulevard?
one time
there's that little
they've
BMX
added,
track.
Yeah, on your way out to Okeechobee Park and shit.
They've added at least one X game to the Olympics over the last several times.
Yeah, they used to have that dirt track out there.
They added bike jumping. Yeah, they've added a couple of X games.
I had a buddy of mine that I went to middle school with. His name was Dale, and he fucking blew out both his knees there. He blew out both his knees on a BMX.
Dale.
Yeah, they've added at least one export.
Yeah, it's right next to the canal that runs along.
All right, let's get on to the last subject.
I mean, I'm excited because the NBA play-in.
Yeah, NBA play-in.
What's going on right now? Let's see what's the score.
Listen, you guys about to be happy that masturbating is not an Olympic sport.
They do have competitions in like fucking Sweden now. Listen, they've got Jesus. They've got like some weird shit going on now. Like
that guy
Olympic
in Florida
sport,
that got caught, he's already got a head start on it, doing it in public. So just want to put that out there. He's already got a head start.
All right, let's get to the NBA play-in. Go ahead.
I think I'm on the wrong show.
The Lakers won today, and the Warriors are playing the Kings right now.
A masturbating Olympic sport. That's pretty much TMI right there at its finest.
Yeah, speaking of TMI, let's just not say that again.
Well, no. Well, I'm just saying the guy in Florida doesn't think that. He got busted in the sidewalk doing it.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, you talking about the guy that Pete recorded?
Yeah, he's already got a head start. He's ahead of the curve. That was in public.
Can y'all let this man have his show back?
Yes, give him his show back, please. Yes, the Lakers won.
Yeah.
A lot of people were saying that the Lakers should lose because if by winning, I think they end up playing the Nuggets, I think.
You know what, LeBron James, man.
Why? They would be the 7th seed? Are they going to be the 7th seed?
LeBron James, dude. You got to give
him. No, I don't. No, I don't.
I mean, the longevity, man.
Oh, they're going to sit those guys, man.
It's crazy, the longevity of him.
24 years or something like that?
Play. How long did Kobe Bryant play?
It's another LeBron James Invitational. Is that what you're saying?
Or was it 21 or 20?
The Lake Show. Dude, they need to beat the Nuggets. Somebody's got to take them out.
He does this late in their career.
Only Brady.
Yeah, pretty much. And that's
Brady's the only one.
And that's a whole different sport. I mean, I don't.
Maybe one per sport that can go that long at that level.
Damn, dude. I mean, it's just crazy, dude. Like, he's in the playoffs. He's only never been in the playoffs, like, what, one time or twice ever in his whole career in the NBA?
I want to say it was his rookie season. You might be right.
The one season with the Lakers when he got injured, I think, right? The first season.
Yeah, the very, very
that was when he lost the streak of not going to the finals.
Yeah.
Was when he went to the
like
Lakers.
9 in a row or something like that. I'm pretty much a whole decade.
Yeah.
Going, at least being in the finals.
From Miami all the way through Cleveland.
Yeah.
He was in the finals.
For almost a decade straight. It's ridiculous.
Like, oh, you know, he doesn't have 6 rings or this and that. It's like, yeah, but like he has so much other stuff though that maybe can never be top. Like, who's gonna have more points than him? I don't think anybody. Look how long it's dude, Kareem.
It's gonna take another 15 years for somebody to pass it.
5 years ago, 40 years ago.
Well, listen.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, Steph Curry, he's only got a couple more seasons left. Like, they're even, you know, I don't know. It's just crazy to see. Like, who else have we ever had as an athlete have that much fame? But like Kobe Bryant kind of did. But
he didn't play that long though.
But to have like everybody expected him to be greatness, like from the day one, there was no other expectation for him. But like ultimate greatness, like there was nothing else people were talking about, saying. I remember in 2003, he had a shoe out.
Yeah.
He's just in the door.
And he's just and it's just crazy, man. His longevity, like he's been through so many injuries and just, it's like you can't even hate on the guy. Like,
yeah, he's an Iron Man for sure.
I mean, I don't know him personally, but like besides, like
he's definitely an Iron Man.
Anything that he's done like this, you can't really. The comparison is just. I think it's too hard to compare them to. I think he has so much to offer besides just 6 rings. I mean, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar has 6 rings, and nobody ever says his name in reference to 6 rings. They only say Jordan, and Kareem did it for another team. He led the first team he has to a championship, pretty much like he was a rookie or a sophomore.
Yeah.
Michael.
Well, see, the thing about Jordan is he got 2 championships against Utah, and that really doesn't that should disqualify
that solidifies
anybody.
That's the only reason why he's considered a GOAT.
Utah.
Because he's beat the greatest team in history.
Every time in the finals, he would have like 10 championships.
But I mean, Bill Russell.
He was lucky to have them two.
So different.
Yeah, but think of it like this: he's got the Dan Marino factor. Michael Jordan does, because think about it, if Dan Marino would have even won 2 Super Bowls, just 2, Tom Brady could win 20 Super Bowls and not be considered the GOAT. If Dan Marino would have just even won 2 Super Bowls,
2, yeah,
I don't know,
because of his actual, because of the eye test that he brings to the table as well. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. I never, when I was growing up, I didn't watch a lot of basketball, but I did watch sports. So you're bombarded with it all. And I would say, growing up, I could never imagine a time without the greatness of Michael Jordan. So it's sort of like how it is with LeBron now, where he's actually putting in the time because of modern science and medicine. They can go further. You know what I mean?
He's definitely, yeah. I mean, he's definitely.
So imagine if Michael Jordan would have just been able to live in this time and be able to just keep playing at that high level, bro. That's really how you have to make the comparison between him and LeBron. Same as with Dan Marino and guys like Brady. You know what I mean?
That's why he left and did something. He was like,
yeah,
he was like a super successful.
Yeah, if he was there.
I mean, if you translate for inflation, I bet you nobody's ever made more money than Michael Jordan.
You can't say. All right, so
well, actually, both LeBron and him is at the $1 billion mark.
The NBA, there isn't. I don't think you can really say there's one GOAT of the NBA.
I mean, there's still people buying shoes with Jordan's logo on it.
I don't think.
Yeah,
right.
That's probably why he'll never be less than $1 billion.
I mean, he did.
What's that, Tom?
But he also left he left the team though and came back. He didn't just stay.
Yeah, he did take a 2-year hiatus.
Right.
Still remain dominant.
I mean, again, it's one of those different paradigm type of things too.
Leading up and coming back to that, but it's just, I don't know. Like LeBron went back to his team and got them a chance.
Right. I mean, I'm totally unbiased because, again, I don't follow NBA enough to have an opinion on it other than an unbiased outside looking in.
Michael Jordan's net worth is like $3.2 billion.
Yeah, that's what I say.
But if his first billion was earned, but if his first billion was earned in like early 2000, then that's actually way more money than it is now. You know what I mean? Or like, it is more money now than it was back then.
It's
so
crazy to watch that. Like what we got to see with Brady and LeBron. Like it's just like, and now Patrick Mahomes. Like this is just crazy.
Yeah, I mean Patrick Mahomes could eclipse them all, bro. I'm thinking.
I know, dude. Imagine if he just.
I think Patrick doesn't need 7. I think he just gets not one more.
Well, that's the thing, Tom.
He wins 3 in a row.
Yep. He'll be the first to have done that, and that's to win 3 Super Bowls in NFL has to totally tower over any other sports championship. And
I think to be, because if he wins 3 in a row, you can't help but
immediately at the NFL level, yeah. Salary cap era, yeah, that's huge. That's historic.
If he wins 3 in a row, that would be insane. Plus, he won before. Like that's 4 Super Bowls. Like, that's
right
before he's even out of the gate in his career. You know what I mean?
That's just insane, dude.
Yeah, that he would definitely keep Brady and Jordan with that.
Aside from the fact that he will have accomplished something that's never been done in football, and since football is already higher regarded in a lot of people's minds, that would make it the greatest accomplishment in any sport, in my opinion. Like three Super Bowl championships in a row.
Because we've had multiple NBA teams.
3-peats, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got several franchises.
And if you magnify what a Super Bowl Jordan championship is compared to like a baseball World Series.
It's insane. I know, but that's insane. 3, right. Oh, man. Dude, if he wouldn't have left, they might have won.
Yeah, it could have been 8 straight, yeah. But they were saying those Rocket teams were good enough to beat them. So,
but my opinion is biased because I'm a bigger football fan, so I want to put that out there too.
It's crazy, man. It's
that would have been nice to see, though, to see if he could have did it.
I mean, diehard basketball fan out there might be telling me I'm full of shit. Like, you don't even realize basketball's a way harder sport or whatever, you know?
I can't say either or. I don't know.
But I mean, in reality, most people would be like 3 Super Bowl champions.
When they fall, like when they're jumping up and they're falling to the ground, that's hard ass.
Yeah, I don't want to totally take away from any other athlete like that. I'm not trying to do that. I'm just saying, like, most people would be like,
granted, if you win 3
World
football, Series
3 championships in a row in football.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude.
Like, we're not just talking about curling.
I know, it's crazy. Well, I mean, plus like basketball, all basketball is played indoors. You know, like
the environment is the same, it's fixed.
Yeah, you don't have the volatility in basketball. Everybody's pretty much sure. Everybody's pretty much sure that the team that LeBron is on is probably going to win the championship. There's no volatility in basketball. Same with baseball. It is what it is. The numbers play out to a third for everybody in every stat.
You can compete. Yeah, play
exactly.
Hit and run
Crypto,
baseball.
It's about how you organize all those 1/3 guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got a good pitching staff. You can do it.
LeBron James is a really. I hope he goes into coaching if he retires. I hope he goes into coaching. But I don't know. Has he done a good job on his son? I don't know.
It never passes on to the kid for some reason. It's rare.
I hope he doesn't feel too pressured because that's not right. Like you can't just step in to. I mean, you can, but it's like you don't need
big shoes to fill.
You know, it's like it's not even necessary to even feel like you need to try to do that. Like I want to see him play basketball because he really wants to. I feel like everyone's pushing him. I don't know. Like, why did he leave USC? Like, because he wasn't getting enough reps there. I'm not sure. Like, that was the closest place probably to where his dad is. So, or his family.
Yeah, it is. That's where his family.
Hopefully, he'll figure out. I mean, maybe he'll stay in because he's in the transfer portal again, right? So he doesn't really have a team. Because
isn't he going into the draft? His son,
Bronny.
What you say?
I thought Bronny was going into the draft.
Oh, there's speculation. I think I don't think they actually solidified it yet because there's a lot of colleges that are still trying to convince him.
He should stay in college for another season.
Yeah, he taking a chance on his draft status.
It's not like he can't make money in college. All right, well, thank you for everyone who joined us tonight. Definitely some laughs in this episode. But thank you for everyone in the comments. Remember to share, like, follow. Thank you.
Before you do continue, let me. I just want to plug in. Remember, Saturday is the 420 show, Bar Marley Talk. Friday, we're going to be doing a big mock draft on the Fins Tailgate. We're also going to do a mock draft tomorrow in Smoke Lounge.
A mock draft for what?
NFL mock draft, yeah. Dolphins. We're going to let everybody get up and do a mock draft.
Oh, is the real draft this weekend?
Oh, next week.
Thursday.
Next week. So
next Thursday.
So this is a mock draft. So what is that? What is that? A mock draft.
So we pretty much we get a draft simulator, and we let everybody pick who they want on at 21. So they simulating drafting. So Caleb Williams obviously goes number 1 or whatever, and whoever's on the board at the time 21 comes around, they get the pick for the Dolphins. Who would they pick in that situation? So it's kind of like a simulation.
Oh, so you mean like all the players are going to be listed, and you can just like decide who you think will go first?
Mm-hmm.
And then like what Mel Kiper does.
Yeah, we don't except we don't pick any players from Florida State because we know Florida State is a subpar university, right, Kevin Lee?
He's like, Todd.
Oh, most definitely. There was only one true school in the state of Florida, and that's the Kings.
Yeah, that's the Florida Gators. I agree with you 100%. It's that college right behind him. And don't forget, listen, this is very important. This week, Crypto, Fred, and Pete will be breaking down some film, so join them as they break down film.
I'm only in there afterwards to pick up all the pieces.
Like spring practice film?
No, game film, game film for the Dolphins.
Oh, okay. All right, well, thank you all for being here. It was cool tonight.
No green product tonight, Tunk? No green product tonight? Something quick.
Hey, you had it right now, the conditioner that Michael K bought.
I mean, I definitely read up on that. I threw it over there. Give me 1 second. Let me think.
You said conditioner? Like hair conditioner?
The high bar. Have you seen it, Crypto? I'll show you.
Yeah, I haven't seen that. I don't remember. Is it the waterless one?
I think you need shampoo to water for shampoo. I don't know. I'm not an expert or anything like that.
Yeah, I thought one of them was like one of those where you don't have to add water or nothing.
I threw it, but I don't know where it landed. Oh, there it is. So I haven't tried it yet, but I bought this one. Online. So if you buy them online, if you go to highbar.com, you can buy like a couple of them, and it comes in like plastic-free shipping. But this, so I first found Highbar at Whole Foods, and they had a couple different versions.
Did you eat them?
They didn't have the fragrance-free one. And what I like, so one thing I like about this product is it has a lot less chemicals because it's a solid product instead of a liquid. But now with the fragrance-free, it has even less chemicals than the regular one. And so, like, I'm really excited to try this one. But ever since I tried this brand, my hair has been like just great. Like, I don't have flakes anymore.
It's like Head and Shoulders.
Dude, it's the best stuff I've ever used, ever. Like, I first used it because it was plastic-free. But I'm really glad that I found it because it's like the best product that I've ever used. And they have like a whole bunch of options online. They have soap, they have face wash. That stuff is a little pricey. And I could just get face wash like soap down the street, but this stuff is definitely worth it. 100%.
I remember the first time I used that brand, I said to myself,
I immediately regret this decision.
Okay, it's like, why isn't its conditioner all soapy?
You wanted some water shake?
But the shampoo is really good too. I don't need it as much. I don't use it as much, but this stuff. And so I actually asked Highbar because since I don't go to a Whole Foods anymore, I've been buying it online, but I want to buy like more of them and have it like, stocked up so I don't have to buy it as frequently. But I was concerned with how long do they last? Since they don't have as many preservatives, they might not last as long. So these last for 1 year. So the year it'll last every couple days or every day. Then you'll probably use like a few a year, or maybe 4 or 5. I'm not sure. It depends on how much hair you have. But I'm telling y'all, this stuff is the best, man. I'm so glad I found this brand. It's like I've tried every other brand of shampoo, conditioner to try to get flakes out of my hair, and everything just made it worse. Nothing ever helped. Nothing ever actually helped, and this does like 100%. So,
growing up, I used to Head and Shoulders.
Yeah, I remember herbal essences.
Yeah.
I mean, I even bought Selsun Blue, and it was like worse after I used it. I'm like, how is it worse? And it's because it's all it's all synthetic detergents. That's why it has such a strong smell, and it's just crap. But yeah, I love this.
Yeah, I used to use Head and Shoulders, all that shit. You know what? It made my scalp, so I use real shampoo now.
Real shampoo?
Well, not real shampoo, but I use the stuff women use.
Right, Perel or Pearl,
so Pro V or whatever, Pantene or some shit like that.
Yeah, they got the good stuff. Yeah, their stuff for hair and skin is like off the charts.
Yeah, I use that shit.
And Nvidia is starting to make a comeback for the men's product shake, but yeah.
Look up those water filters.
Nivea is starting to make some.
I'm sorry,
but yeah.
Did you look up those water filters?
No, I didn't.
You talking about these right here?
Yeah. Dude, yo, I'm telling you, those things are legit, man. Those things are awesome, dude. I'm gonna buy those for the rest of my life. I'm never.
How many gallons you get out of?
Yeah, I'm about to actually get a tank like that. You know, one of those tanks like that.
If you use it a lot, then it'll be a little bit less than a month, but around a month.
Okay, about a month.
How much? I'll probably use it for the dog water too.
So if you're using it for multiple people, then yeah, I would change it maybe more than once a month.
Right.
About every other week.
Yeah, I'm about to get one of those tanks like that, like a jug like that. You know what I mean?
Water tastes so good, and everything is plastic free. And I even got on a subscription. Like I don't even have to worry about it. Like it always just comes like perfect time. It's great. Like it's so good. Like I'm so glad I found that brand. It's a dope brand. I think it's they're in partners with Amazon because of how quick it came. And it like registered through Amazon. I don't know. It was interesting how it worked. It was like really, really fast. And I think it's because they're like partnered with Amazon. Because Amazon, if you'll notice nowadays, they have on there when you're going to buy something, it'll say like climate pledge friendly. And so this is their sustainability department trying to integrate options that people can choose to make the packages consume less energy and it allows things to go in a more efficient direction. Like if you could select everything to have come at one time in one box, and then they have
right. It's a daily, weekly, like day delivery day or whatever you choose.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's what I like about Amazon Prime is that's the only way I shop now. So everything comes in one time, and they give you
deal.
Amazon
2-day delivery.
Credits. And they give me the freaking music credits, like $1.50 per purchase. So I'm buying music on there. So I'm like, I want to do this anyway. So now I'm getting rewarded for something that I already want to do.
Right.
Like I already want everything to come in one box. So I'm like, dope. So, but this because sustainability benefits everybody. That's why they're giving me money for doing it because of how impactful it is. That's where your decisions matter.
Right. Oh, by the way, it's interesting you say that, Tonk, and I'm not, you know, I don't know if you're the type of guy that'll run right out and change your cell phone brand because of this, but something that I happened to come, wasn't searching for this, but incidentally, the last time I bought my last cell phone a couple years ago, I decided I wanted to get off the network train as far as contracts go. And I, saved up, $500 or whatever to buy a phone outright. So I decided I was going to get, an unlocked, network free phone or whatever. Just so I never had to worry about it anymore.
Yeah,
and
you can switch providers anytime you want.
I went and I shopped brands that were good this whole, since cell phones were created, like some of the top brands, but some of the brands you ain't heard from in a while because the major carriers aren't carrying their product, right? I landed upon Nokia.
Okay.
And now I remember back in the day, they used to make, pretty much the best.
Yeah, they made those little Nokia phones were strong.
Right. And they're also in a partnership with Ericsson. They invented Bluetooth technology. So, they're a good company. You know what I mean? So I started looking at their products and they're all unlocked. And I bought a nice $500, Nokia phone. They're actually made by a different company now. It's just name only, sort of. It's a company called HMD Global.
Okay.
And the reason I'm telling you all this is because incidentally, when I go to my support site for the hardware, you know, Nokia's website or whatever, where I get support and all that, not that I've needed it, but that being said, you have kind of like a little account where you can get your accessories and all that because you purchase direct from them. Usually you can get their phones on Amazon, but like I purchased mine direct from them.
Okay.
And the thing of it is that everything I bought from them is on a list on the site, like, and it tells me what the carbon footprint and all that is, and like tells me how much energy I'm using.
Yeah.
Because I bought that accessory instead of that one or whatever, you know what I mean?
What that's called is it's an environmental product declaration. So it's telling you how much the Earth paid to have that device made.
And
so
it's right. It's almost like Nokia is keeping tabs on how much footprint they're responsible for by me using their product. You know what I mean?
It's probably a European company, maybe. I mean, we have a lot.
Well, originally Nokia is originally Scandinavian, Norwegian, I think, or Swedish or something. You know.
Well, they have a lot of efficiency standards. They are they have some of the most strictest efficiency standards in the planet.
Right, and I just, you know, I thought you might be interested in knowing that in case it you know, directed your buying decisions in the future. You know what I mean?
An environmental product declaration. It's a life cycle analysis that tells you about where they dug, the emissions that were created. So
I think Klarna does that too. That stuff you buy with, you ever heard of Klarna?
Yes, that's a facilitating website that you can buy.
Right, but I think they happen to keep track of all that too for the stuff you use them to buy.
Yeah, a lot of places do. Well, because the information is so readily available now, and that's why I continuously tell people how much their purchasing impacts. Yes, voting matters, but where you spend your money is what matters even more. Because
and I mean, look, I'm not
is actually happening.
Right, and I'm not as in the weeds as anybody, but there's nothing wrong with me telling somebody about, hey, this is what Nokia does, to a guy that I know does make his decisions based on that kind of thing. You know what I mean? So
I do make my decisions,
even though I might not get in the weeds on all that.
I have to guide builders all the time to companies like that. I tell them to go with Certainteed a lot because there's a Certainteed facility in Seattle, so we get regional credits, and they have EPDs for every one of their products. They have HPDs, they have declare labels. There's a whole bunch of certifications that they have, and now these certifications are becoming so widely available that it's easier to get them. And that's why they have all that information because it's just so available now. I mean, they're tracking, you know, Elon Musk's plane all over the place and Taylor Swift's plane all over the place. So like this information is readily available, and it supports what I've been doing for all these years for people who don't believe in what I do for a living. Why would it be so? Why would a company in Northern Europe want you to know the environmental impact of their product if it wasn't important? Why would they?
Well, in their case, I actually, not that I'm not that I'm so much in the weeds, but I actually appreciate it for a company that does, through their battery manufacturer, strip a whole bunch of lithium out of the ground. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's like that stuff is kind of like different than just, hey, we're, you know, picking up some trash. You know what I mean?
Yes, it's because
I mean,
we cannot afford to not hold ourselves accountable for what we're doing to the planet, like what we are consuming. Like we can't afford to not hold ourselves accountable anymore, or we're just going to run out.
Yeah, well, you know,
Dubai, right?
You know,
oil. People say that we're going to always be able to find it. There's places that is running out of oil.
Well, even besides that,
and it takes 2 million years to make it.
You notice though, Tonk, besides that, a lot of the little conflicts that are all around the world are shifting from transitioning from being all about oil to being all about lithium and silicone, bro. Like, think about what's going on with Taiwan and all that. You know why? Why we're fighting China over Taiwan is because that is one big strip of fucking quartz, dude.
Oh, well, quartz.
You know what I mean? We could offload a whole bunch of silicone mining off of this side of California by having Taiwan free. You know what I mean?
What do they do with quartz besides make countertops?
it's a primary source of silicone, dude.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah. You get like all of the mining going on in our West Coast. Yeah, all of that would be shifted over to Taiwan, or is currently being.
So they might have all right.
Kingston, the USA, already mines all their silicone from Taiwan.
So there's like 3 different types of crystals that they use for solar panels, and there's one crystal that is really difficult to find and harvest, but it has the most potential and the most, let's say, combustion of energy.
Mm-hmm.
You compare them to the other 2 crystals, and that Taiwan might have those types of crystals. That's why a lot of solar panels initially that were coming out of China were a lot more efficient than the ones we were making over here.
Right, their crystals might be more clear and more of the clear quartz instead of the rosy and the smoky and all that. You know what I mean? However, the other thing too is where there's quartz, there's gold usually. You know, not to.
I mean, you can get quartz out here. There's people I know right now that go hunt quartz out here in Washington.
Yeah,
they go right out to the places I've already been and go looking for quartz. I was like, oh. I don't know.
I'm always looking for the purple. It's my birthstone.
Like that stone, you know, people use it because it generates energy. And I mean, go figure. It
keeps time really well. Oddly enough.
I mean,
I'm not sure how all that works, but
it's this little mineral bracelet. I bought it in 2018, and the chick who sold it to me demonstrated on me how this bracelet would help me, and it worked. And so I bought it. It worked in person. She did it to me in person. I was like, give me 2. All right, I got to go.
Hey, appreciate it, Tonk.
Thank you, everyone, tonight. Thank you for asking me about the sustainability segment. Thank you. I'm glad to hear that people are asking me for it.
It's kind of become a little side fave of mine.
About Nokia, because it's important to have. It's called commercial. It's called corporate social responsibility, CSR. That was a class I took. Corporate social responsibility. That's what Nokia is practicing.
Well, as long as they stick to environmentalism and not demographics, I'll be fine.
Okay.
Discussion for another day.
Thank y'all. Thanks everyone. Crypto, Shake Money, Ali, Color.
You got the button shake?
Yeah, I got it right. Ready to go, ready to rumble.
I appreciate y'all. Thank you.